So in this example, we're shown a table, and the columns of the table show you months on the left and cloudless days on the right, and we're asked to determine the median of the data in the table. And let's just review real quick what mean and median are and why they're different. So these are both measures of center. That's what they're called, measures of center. So when you have a data set with a bunch of numbers in it, there's different ways to estimate what the middle of it is, or in other words, the center. Mean, which is probably what most people are used to, that's the average, is a weighted measure of center, whereas median is not weighted. And what I mean by that, here, let me back up a second. Let's pretend I have a data set 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last term is 100, not 5. So if I wanted to know what the mean of this is, I would say, okay, I'm taking the average. So that's going to be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 100. And that whole thing divided by 5, because there's 5 numbers. And if you crunch through that, you're going to get the number 22. Okay, but median is different. What median says is it wants you to look at the list and figure out which one is simply halfway through the list. So 1 and 100 are at the edges. You keep working your way in from the sides. And here, let's draw a box around this data set and say what's in the middle. It's 3. Okay, so that's my median, which is no problem at all to calculate when you have a list of 5 numbers sorted. But when you have a list of 12 numbers and they're not sorted, it gets to be a real pain in the neck. So if you're under a lot of pressure for time and you have maybe 30 seconds for this problem because you're trying to wrap up a standardized test, maybe this might be one you want to skip because it's going to take some time. So let's go through this. I'm going to try to sort this list from lowest to highest, and I know that the lowest number seems to be March. Okay, that's 11. And then I'm looking for other numbers in the teens. I see May is 16, and April is 17, and December is 18, and August is another 18. Okay, then the next lowest number looks like it's February at 20. What's next? I've got a pair of 24s here. 24, 24, and after that comes 26, 27, 28, and 29. Well, 29's over to the edge. Okay, so I have 12 numbers. Now, what's exactly halfway between 12 numbers? What's the middle number of 12 numbers? Well, it's not number 6, because if you look at number 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you look at number 6, there's 5 numbers to its left, but there's 7 numbers to its right. So number 6 is not in the middle. And it's not number 7 either, because there's 5 numbers to the right of that and 6 numbers to its left. So if you have an odd number of numbers, like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 100 example back at the beginning, it's easy to see which one's in the middle, right? It's just the middle one, number 3. But if you have an even number of numbers, what you have to do is kind of split the difference here. I'm going to be looking halfway in between 20 and 24. So now you take the mean of those two numbers. What's halfway in between 20 and 24? Well, the answer is 22. That would be the 6.5th number. If you can imagine a 6.5th number, that would be it. So that's your answer for the median. And you can see how long that took, right? We have to sort the numbers out, figure out what's in the middle. If it's an even number, we have to then split the difference of the two numbers that are almost in the middle. So this one just takes a little time.